Yo, 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 what is going on, everybody? How you doing? You know who this is, the chosen one, Gabriel Skywalker from the DFS Club, coming to you guys with game one of the NBA Finals. Warriors versus the Celtics. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go, Warriors. If you're a Boston fan, hey, as long as you guys play us good, you guys play clean, I'm all, you know what? You guys win, more power to you. But I got to root for my team. You guys are root for your team. It's all good, but this is a DFS video. We're all here for one common goal, guys. That's to win this $1 million tournament they got going on. They got $1 million contest on DraftKings and FanDuel. So, without further ado, guys, let's start the freaking show. All right, so if you're new, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, leave me a comment down below. And if you're returning and you forgot to do so, please do me a kindness, leave me a comment, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, guys. It goes a long way. The YouTube algorithms or whatnot gets more eyes on the channel, helps me out a lot. There's other ways you can help me. There's a new feature on my channel that YouTube added. If you look below, there's a heart symbol that says thanks on it. If you guys want to leave a little thanks for the channel, I'd really appreciate that too. Goes a long way, man. But not necessary. You know what I'm saying? Only if you'd like to. If I've helped you win money, you can drop a little thanks. I'd really appreciate it. If you can't, if you can just, it costs you nothing. Hit that subscribe button, that like button, and leave me a comment. Comment anything, guys. Most importantly, I want to know in the comments who you're going to put at captain, because there's so many ways to go here. We want to win the $1 million. We got to be different. So before we get into it, guys, you guys want all my lineups, ownership, projections, top stacks, members only podcast, 1 hour before lock. That's for every single sport, ladies and gentlemen. DFSclub.com. Go to DFSclub.com. Two providers in one. DFS space, myself. Two of the best in the industry, you guys. And we play every single sport. Every sport. Every team. And like I always say, every team. Every sport. Click join now. Make sure you click on my logo, Skywalker DFS, so I get credit. And pick your plans. It's that easy. Every plan includes everything, guys. You get the members only podcast, like I said. You get the lineups, ownership, projections. For other sports, top stacks, because stacking is a thing in other sports, guys. We got Summer League NBA coming up in a month. Y'all know how many takedowns we got last year, so we play it all, guys. DFSclub.com. We cover prize picks, sports wagering, DFS, you name it, we do it. $14.99 a month. Shop around. Be my guest. Go ahead and make it my day. $14.99 a month, guys. Doesn't get better than that. Again, every plan covers everything. The more you pay up, the more you save. That's it. It's that simple, guys. So, what do I always say? Stop losing. You guys already know I mean that. Those of you that are already in the club already know that. Stop losing. Start winning. DFSclub.com, guys. We got over 400 plus members, and we're just getting larger and larger. I want to be the biggest. I want to be the largest in the industry. So I can't do it without you guys. And who likes to win alone, right? Let's win with everybody. We all celebrate and have fun like we do in our Discord. We have so much fun, man. Tight knit community. Because again, we all have one common goal. That's to get this bread, guys, to win. So come check us out. All right. So let's bring up DraftKings. Let me share the screen here. So yeah, they have a big $1 million tournament, but so does FanDuel. But we're gonna do I'll bring up DraftKings for just for video purposes. $2.25 million basketball millionaire. It is a $25 entry, ladies and gentlemen. There are just tons of contests for this. And if you haven't noticed by now, for all the normies, for all the casual fans that these sons of bitches always cater to, the guys that play like just the finals, which doesn't make any business sense, but that's the DraftKings way. There we go. Now you can see the screen better. These prices are way too low. Way too low. So let's get into utility. We'll start off with Boston here. So first up, we got Jason Tatum. 15.9 for utility. It's early in the series, so what's basically game one, maybe game two, depending on how it looks. These guys aren't going to play their 45, 48 minutes like you just saw them play in that last series. Normally they'll take it a little bit easy. So I expect about 40 minutes here out of Jason Tatum. One of the best pay-ups on the slate, guys. Don't even mess around. You got to get him in there, whether it be a captain, utility. He's probably going to be the highest fantasy scorer for Boston, maybe for the whole slate. You got Jaylen Brown, 13, what is he, 13-8? Come on now, too cheap. He'll play big minutes too. Boston's always popular with DFS because you know these guys are going to get a bunch of minutes. Because with the Warriors, we're going to have to deal with Steve Kerr and possibly Iguodala, and some other guys we'll go over in a second that should be back. So God knows what he's going to put out there. With Boston, you know what you're going to get. You know Jaylen Brown's going to be out there. He played 44 minutes, but if you look back, man, so around 40 minutes against Miami, as long as the game stays close, he shouldn't go crazy, but he'll at least get the 40 minutes, what you're looking for. 39, 37, 36, 23, 54 DraftKings points. He's fine. Definitely fine. I like Marcus Smart, though. I really do. For the price tag, especially 12-3. He should play. He should be healthy. He should be good to go. No Q tag next to his name. Is he the most consistent? No. We're really not going to know until like game 3, like who's going to be the real consistent ones in this matchup, because this is a matchup unlike either team has seen so far in the playoffs. The Warriors play that off-ball stuff. They do a lot of screens, all that stuff. Boston just pretty much plays very slow. Warriors play very fast. So should be interesting. In that type of scenario, I do like Marcus Smart here. I know your thing is probably going to be on Steph Curry, but you guys already know the Warriors, they switch. So Marcus Smart might be on Draymond 1 point, on Steph, on Wiggins. You don't know. But I like the price point. I like he's going to play about 40 minutes in a close game. And, yeah, man, he's been rolling in the playoffs. As long as he can stay out of foul trouble, he'll be good. Al Horford, I'm only going to really get here if Robert Williams. We should probably go over this first. Robert Williams is questionable. He looked horrible in Game 7. He was out there limping, literally limping. So he's one of the true questionable guys in this Game 1 here. As expected, big man injury report in Game 1 he continues to deal with. So it's a knee injury. Coach said Wednesday that Williams' status will be handled on a day-to-day basis throughout the finals. So that doesn't make me feel very good about playing him. Let me put this on mute real quick. Sorry, just have that little lingering cold. It just won't go away, guys. Actually, I think I have a sinus infection, but that's for a whole nother video. But yeah, if Robert Williams is out, then I like Al Horford at 11-4. If Robert Williams is going to be in, I'm not really that high on Al Horford in this particular game, maybe this series. He'll play about 30, 33 minutes, maybe 35 minutes. Nothing too spectacular. And he's older now, right? They need his experience as a vet, but I mean, look at these DraftKings points. 33, 20, 38, 34. They had that 50 back on the 21st, but just not consistent enough, right? Not a core play. Robert Williams, like I said, even if he does play, I don't trust the injury. It's not his fault. His body's failing him, right? So key news, because if he misses, that just opens up more value. That would open up more minutes for Derek White. What Boston will do is they'll just slide everybody down, go smaller. Derek White should get probably, if Robert Williams is completely out, probably close to 25 minutes, I would think. And he took a shot in the forehead. You can't miss that forehead, man. That forehead is huge. And he took a shot right here. You saw the gash, but he should be stitched up and ready to go. He did pretty good that last series. I'll give it to him. But they're going to need Derek White to perform well. So we'll see how he does under pressure. I was doubting him in prior games, prior series, but He's starting to come along okay. They will be in Oakland, not San Francisco. All right. They're never in San Francisco. It's Oakland. Always will be Oakland, man. But yeah, Derek White definitely in play. He's 8.1K if Robert Williams is out. I still think he's in play if Robert Williams is in, but that just gives White more minutes. Grant Williams, too. Well, I know he looked just like DFS Space, but he's only 7.2K. If he starts hitting three-pointers, right, if you think of all the players that are going to be left open, it's probably going to be Grant Williams out there. If he's left wide open and he's hitting those three-point shots, he can get you there. He can be that player that gets you there at probably lower ownership. Probably gets about, depending on if Robert Williams plays or not, probably should get around 30 minutes. So I don't mind Grant Williams at, what is he, 7.2? And then we're going dumpster diving here, right? Peyton Pritchard, just, I don't think we got to go here, right? Very possible if we'll get a DNP. Even if Robert Williams is out, I think another guard would have to be out in order to even consider Peyton Pritchard here. Tice, I doubt even sees the floor. Even with Williams out, unless for some reason they're going to start him, but I don't think so. I don't think they're going to get cute like that. Like I said, they're just going to slide everybody down. And that's it. That's it for Boston. So let's go to Golden State. These prices on Golden State, like, let me click off Boston here. So Stephen Curry, he's cheaper than Tatum, just as much upside. Do I even got to tell you that he's in play? Like, seriously? He'll probably play game one, probably around 35 minutes. They don't play Steph 40 minutes. They just don't do it. Steve Kerr don't like to play him in the fourth quarter unless he has to. If Steve Kerr thinks that the game's going to come close to be going into overtime, he'll send him for as long as he can. I can't explain the stupidity of Steve Kerr. If the Warriors lose a series, it's because of Steve Kerr and his craziness, the way he runs this, the way he plays Steph Curry. I don't like it. If he plays big minutes in the third and then the fourth, he just sits. And Steve Kerr just sits there and hopes the game blows out so he doesn't have to put him in and risk injury. So yeah, but he's up. Yeah, Steph Curry, man. You better get him in there. Klay Thompson, we saw little visions of the old Klay Thompson, dare I say. With all these Golden State guys, one thing they're going to take a hit on is rebounds. I think everybody's rebounds goes down because Boston's a lot better at rebounding than Dallas was, right? However, we know with Klay Thompson, it's all about the threes, you know? It's all about the threes, the layups. His defense isn't as good as it used to be before his injury, which is unfortunate, but he's not really a rebounder. I mean, yeah, on the 22nd, he got 7 rebounds, but that just hit me just now about the rebounding is going to be down for the Warriors. But you know Klay's going to get his minutes. You know Curry's going to get his minutes. You know Wiggins is going to get his minutes. Wiggins is cheaper than Looney. Wiggins is 10.8. Look at this price tag for Looney. So Looney's a tricky one at 11.1K. If Gary Payton, Otto Porter, and Andre Iguodala are all in, I ain't going anywhere near Kevin Looney. Because it's nothing on Kevin Looney. It's just what Steve Kerr does. Me personally, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd play Kevin Looney like I've been playing him, regardless of these other guys. But you know Steve Kerr, everybody's got to play. So there's that. So I think in this situation here, and I do think these guys are going to play, if not maybe 2 out of the 3 are going to play, I don't want nothing to do with Kevin Looney at 11.1K. Just not going to do it. Wiggins is cheaper, 10.8K. What a postseason this guy's having, man. He does everything. He scores, he rebounds. He got 10 rebounds last game, 5, 11. I'd expect him to take a hit, of course, going up against Boston. But, man, he does everything. Blocks, steals, 2-pointers, 3-pointers. Love Wiggins, man. He wants that championship so bad. He's showing it. Draymond Green, look at this price tag for him. 10.2. That's ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous. Draymond's only 10.2. So, yeah, I love Draymond in this spot. Should play around 30 minutes. You know, with him, he doesn't score a lot. If he does, it's rare. His bread and butter is rebounds, assists, blocks, steals. especially assists. So if you're looking down here, I mean, Draymond Green cheaper than Wiggins, cheaper than Kevin Looney. These are the type of things you got to pay attention to, guys. So love Draymond. Jordan Poole, as good as he is, I know he's going to take a hit if these other guys are back. He's been playing around 26 to 30 minutes a game. Gary Payton back, with Otto Porter back, with Iguodala back. Man, dare I say he plays about 20 minutes. So I think he might be a little overpriced here at 9.6. I'm really trying to dissect this, guys. I want to win this $1 million. I want you guys to win this $1 million. So just hear me out, right? Otto Porter Jr., if he plays at 6K, I think he's good to go, man. He participated in practices. Let's see here. Yeah, full practices Tuesday and Wednesday. So I think Otto Porter is going to be good to go. He's firmly in play. I expect him to get about 20 minutes off the bench. So love that. Then you got people like Kuminga, right, who probably won't see the floor. But then again, you don't know with Stephen Kerr. Kuminga is one of these players, either gets a DMP or he gets like 20 minutes. You don't know what Steve Kerr is going to do, right? So if you're playing like 150 lineups, I only play 3 lineups, guys. You know me. I'm not going anywhere near him. Moses Moody. Like, for these guys to be in play, Peyton, Porter, and freaking Iguodala would have to be ruled out, right? Belita, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets a DMP. So this is a new series, guys. Everybody's freaking healthy. So, I mean, if Iguodala is in the freaking rotation at 1.5K, I think he's firmly in play. Let's say he plays like, I don't know, what was he playing before he got hurt? Way back in April, like 15 minutes a game. 15 minutes Iguodala. I know he's washed, guys. I know he is. But we're trying to build some decent, good lineups, and we're trying to be different, right? So let's bring up all games. We'll go to like captain. These are just like what if scenarios, right? With these lineups here. So captain, I'm gonna like a lot of probably Marcus Smart at captain. That just leaves you some wiggle room here. You're gonna want to get Tatum. Do not fade Tatum. All right. Tatum could go out there and fuck the dog. He could. He's done it. We've all seen it. But I think it's just way too risky to fade him. Steph Curry, I think you got to get him. We're a 5.6 average. And then you can't pass up this price tag on Draymond. You can't do it. That still leaves you with about 5K left over. You can still put in Otto Porter, Grant Williams, Derek White, Jordan Poole. Hell, you can fit Wiggins here, and then you can punt like somebody that you know is going to play, like Gary Payton. I'm sure Gary Payton will probably be very popular. But I would probably rather get to Otto Porter. But in this scenario here, you can't. You're over budget. That's with a Marcus Smart captain. Okay, get out of here. That's with Marcus Smart at captain. If you want to put a stud in at captain, right? Let's say you want to put Tatum in at captain. You put in Steph Curry. You put in Draymond. Leaves you with 5.7 left over. And then let's say, fuck it. Let's put in Gary Payton at 1,600. Way too cheap. Way too cheap. Now you're back up to 7K per player. You can go Smart at 8.2. Because I'm really trying not to fade Marcus Smart. And then Wiggins. I mean, this looks great, right? Tatum at captain, Curry, Green, Gary Payton, Marcus Smart, and Wiggins. That looks great. So as you can see, these guys are priced down way too cheap, guys. There's just so many ways you can go. Remember, the key here with the Warriors, just keep your eyes out. I think these guys are going to be good. Payton, Iguodala, Porter Jr. I think they're going to be fine. The other one I'm probably worried about would be Iguodala. Out of those 3 guys, probably the least favorite would be Iguodala. So that's going to do it for the video, guys. Again, we got $1 million on the line. So let's get this million, guys. Let's get this bread. And DFSclub.com, guys. If you want to join the family, if you want my lineups, ownership, projections, top stacks for every single sport, and we do the members only podcast 1 hour before lock, go to DFSclub.com, click my logo, Skywalker DFS, pick your plans, and you're in. That's it. The more you pay up, the more you save. It's that simple, guys. And again, if you want to leave me a thanks, click on that thanks button. I really appreciate it. It really helps out the channel. But most importantly, make sure you guys are hitting that subscribe button. You're hitting that like button and comment anything, guys. YouTube don't care. More comments, the more eyes on my videos, my channel. I really appreciate it, guys. You guys have been crushing it, and I'm so grateful and forever in debt to you guys. My name's Gabriel Skywalker. Let's get this spread. Don't take shit from nobody. Let's go, Warriors. More importantly, let's win this $1 million. I'm out, you guys. We'll see you for game 2. Take care.